Oh, Mom, what on earth do you think you're doing? I can't believe you would skip your own daughter's wedding. What? How could you do this to your loving daughter? Because of you, today's wedding was a disaster. Everyone was asking why the mother of the bride didn't show up. The groom and his parents were so mad that they called off the wedding. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Why are you acting like it's someone else's problem? This is all your fault. I managed to get him to postpone it, not cancel it. I can't tell you how many times my father and I had to apologize to him. You're my mother. You can't just skip out on a wedding like that. Take responsibility for screwing it up now. May I ask you who you are? I don't have a daughter. I'm sorry your wedding had to be postponed, but it's none of my business. No matter how much you blame me, I can't help you. Now excuse me. I have nothing to do with this. Wait a minute. What do you mean you don't have a daughter? I am your daughter. You're not my daughter anymore. You abandoned your own mother. Don't say whatever suits your needs. What? Don't tell me you've forgotten. You said you wanted to cut me off and that I should never show my face to you again. When I was laid off from work, the 20-year-old you said that to me. No, that's... It wasn't because of anything I did. It was just a mass layoff due to the economic downturn. But you said to me, I'm ashamed to have a mother who's laid off. When it comes to getting a job, they might drop me if they find out I have an incompetent mother. Your mere presence makes the atmosphere bad. You kicked me out of the house with all kinds of nasty accusations, along with your father. Well? Don't act like a daughter when you kicked me out for your own selfish reasons. I don't care about your wedding. I didn't even reply to your invitation in the first place. And now you're accusing me of missing it. How unreasonable can you be? It's common sense for a mother to come to her daughter's wedding. I thought you'd come even though you didn't reply. How arrogant of you. It's been more than 5 years since I kicked you out of the house. Why are you still mad at me for something that happened so long ago? Why don't you just forgive me like it's a statute of limitations? I'll never forgive you. I liked my former company very much, and I was hurt by the layoff. But neither you nor your father have been there for me. On the contrary, you abandoned me for selfish reasons. I don't want to see your cruel, heartless faces. Oh, no! So stop blaming me. I'll never attend the postponed wedding either, of course. Please tell that to the groom's family. You're kidding! Wait, I haven't told the groom's family. He's the only son of a very respectful family. I haven't told him about Mom and Dad's divorce because it's too complicated. I'm covering it all up, so I need you to come. I don't give a shit. Well, I'm busy, so if you'll excuse me now. What? I'm doing well at the company I got hired after that. I'm making twice as much a year now, so I'm busy with work. Wait a minute. You're making that much money now? Doubling your annual income is super awesome, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's super awesome. I worked so hard to get back at you guys. And now, I'm enjoying my life so much more. So don't you strangers get in my way of having a good life.
Please, Vivian. Please accept me. I love her from the bottom of my heart.
Huh?
I want to spend the rest of my life with her. So I beg you, please let me see her.
Who are you? I have no idea what you're talking about.
I'm so sorry. My name is John. I'm your daughter's boyfriend.
Sarah's boyfriend?
I understand why you don't like me, Vivian. I'm a high school graduate, and my job and earnings are average. I'm not your favorite, well-educated, well-paid, good-looking guy, but I love Sarah more than anyone else in the world. So please, don't tear me and Sarah apart.
Me? Tearing you guys apart?
I received a letter from Sarah. She said that you're against our relationship and has taken away her phone. Since we can't contact each other anymore, she says we have no choice but to break up.
What?
But I can't give up on Sarah, and I'm sure she feels the same way. So I beg you, will you accept me and her to be together?
Stop. Let's calm down. You've got it all wrong.
Wrong?
First of all, I didn't tear you and Sarah apart. I didn't know who she was dating in the first place. Sarah and I cut our ties a long time ago.
What do you mean?
I divorced my husband and my daughter chose him. She no longer needed her mother, so she left me.
What?
So, why would I interfere with my daughter's relationship?
Wait a minute. I got a letter from Sarah in her handwriting. She said that because of you, Vivian, we have no choice but to break up. What do you mean by cut ties?
I'm sure it's a lie to get you to leave her. It seems you've been abandoned by my daughter, just like me.
I've been abandoned?
My daughter Sarah had her wedding today. She's getting married to another man. But it seems it's been postponed for some reason. If you don't know about that, then you've been abandoned.
Wait! What do you mean by marriage? We've been seriously in love with each other.
I heard that the man she's marrying is from a very respectful family. I don't mean to speculate, but I think he makes more money than you do.
Does that mean I was being two-timed by her? And then she switched at the last minute? She chose some other guy over me?
Probably.
This is unbelievable. I've been caring about Sarah for a long time. I was going to make her happy. I was determined to get your approval. I worked so hard this whole time.
I'm sorry about my stupid daughter. Even though we've cut off our relationship, she's still my child. I'm very sorry.
No, it's not something for you to apologize for. But, in exchange for an apology, I'd like to ask you for a favor.
Oh, what is it?
Well, can you tell me where Sarah's wedding is going to be held? It's postponed, not cancelled, so she's getting married soon, right? I really want to see with my own eyes if she's really going to dump me. Otherwise, I won't be able to give up, even if I wanted to.
If that's the case, there is no problem. I'll take a picture of the invitation and send it to you. Today, we're redoing the wedding that you ruined. I bet you have no idea how hard I worked to get here. I don't want to know, and I don't care. It's your fault for hiding the fact that you and I broke off relations. It's your fault, Mother, for getting bent out of shape for so long. You're a stubborn old hag. I can't expect anything from you. Just leave the congratulatory gift and go home. Huh? I told him and his parents everything. They were mad at me for keeping secrets from them, but I managed to get them to forgive me. So, there's no more seats for you at today's ceremony. Just bring the congratulatory gift and be gone. There's no way I'm bringing a congratulatory gift. Just when I thought the pressure to attend had finally stopped, you keep coming up with nonsense after nonsense. You may be divorced, but you're still my mother. Why can't you at least give me a congratulatory gift? You said your business is going well, and you're making good money. I'll have you pay for the trouble of canceling the last wedding as well. Bring at least $20,000.
$20,000?
It's the least you can do. You ruined the wedding of a future celebrity. I'm marrying the only son of a prominent family. He's a doctor and makes more than $2 million a year. Our wedding is going to be extravagant. Even if we postpone the wedding, the gorgeousness won't change.
Wow, you're marrying a very nice man.
If you'd been mature enough to come to the ceremony, I might have been willing to repair our relationship. Now, it's too late for you to charm me. From now on, I swear I'll never see or contact you again for the rest of my life. I'm not going to inform you of the birth of your beautiful grandchildren.
That's fine. I'd rather not have a daughter who ruins 2 weddings.
Don't say such ominous things. The wedding is today. We've postponed it, apologized to everyone, and now it's finally going to happen. I'm not going to let anything screw it up.
I doubt that. Well, I hope the wedding goes out without a hitch.
This sucks. The wedding is canceled. Oh my God, why does this always happen to me?
I knew it. I guess my prayers were for nothing.
My ex just stormed into the ceremony. He started yelling and screaming and acting up. And like you said, Vivian, the wedding was ruined twice. You must have known something. It's weird that your prophecy came true.
Yeah, I know a lot of things. The ex-boyfriend who stormed in, his name is John. That he was a very serious man who loved you very much. But you were two-timing him. And then dumped him selfishly.
What?
He's a very courageous young man. He contacted me directly to beg for my approval, saying, "Please accept me and Sarah. Please don't tear us apart."
Directly from John?
You really are an awful girl, aren't you? You made me the bad one for tearing apart 2 lovers. You think you can shove whatever you want at your cut-off mother?
Oh no! Wait! How do you know all this? I wrote him a letter and I thought he'd just give up.
He loved you with all his heart and he just couldn't give up. That's why, even after he found out the truth, he begged me to tell him where the wedding was to be held. He said he couldn't give up until he saw the truth with his own eyes.
And you gave him the information?
Of course I did.
What the hell have you done? You've really ruined everything. The wedding and reception were going so well. But when the MC was telling the story of how we met, the door became wide open. No, that's not right. That story is all wrong. John suddenly burst in and yelled,
"Oh my, he's so youthful in his figure."
"You were dating me back then. That story is all wrong," he said. And he started exposing everything. Do you know how it feels to be exposed for two-timing in the middle of the ceremony? I broke out in a cold sweat and almost collapsed.
I wish you had collapsed already.
The wedding was immediately canceled. And as you can imagine, the groom and his parents are all pissed off. They told me to get ready to pay the alimony and left.
2 canceled weddings and a big two-timing blowout. I can't wait to see the bill.
Why are you excited? Your daughter's in trouble. Help me out. Either we convince the groom together, or help me pay the alimony. As my mother, help me with one or the other.
I'm not your mother, so I refuse to help you.
Huh?
I'm an old, miserable mother who got laid off. And you're an embarrassing daughter who's had her engagement broken off at a good age. That's exactly the kind of mother and daughter we are. Well then, let's each do our best to live our lives as embarrassing people. Thank you for sharing the wedding location. Thanks to you, I saw everything with my own eyes. I'm ready to give up on Sarah now. I heard from Sarah that you exposed her two-timing with all your guts. That's why the wedding was cancelled. Yes, I feel so relieved. She deserves to lose the wedding. I feel the same way. But I'm worried about you. She might sue you for compensation in the future, saying the wedding was ruined because of you. I looked into it myself, and there's a big possibility of that. But I'm fine, so don't worry about it. I have the money, so I'm not scared at all, even if they charge me. Is that so? I'm actually investing in real estate as a side job. When I was dating Sarah, it was in the red. But for some reason, after we broke up, it suddenly became profitable. The apartment I own is always fully occupied, and the land I bought on the spur of the moment is rapidly rising in value. Between you and me, I've already made millions. That's amazing. So, if they charge me compensation, I'll pay it gracefully. I don't care about the money. I just wanted to feel better about myself. That's kind of cool. You'll meet someone better than my daughter. Thank you very much. I'll continue to do my best.
Please, give me John's contact information right now. I have to get back together with him right away.
What? You know his contact info, don't you, Sarah? You're his ex-girlfriend after all.
I've lost touch with him. He must have blocked me. I can't reach him on the phone. He's ignoring my messages.
Oh dear.
After all that, I heard that John is a successful real estate investor. So I rushed to ask John for a favor. In exchange for not charging him for the wedding he ruined, I asked him to have dinner with me. He had a big crush on me. I was sure he'd get back together with me.
What a silly idea. And what was the result?
He took me out to dinner, but didn't talk to me at all. I got excited and made reservations at a nice restaurant. I was all dressed up in the clothes I wore on our memorable first date. But he just stayed and left. I haven't heard from him since.
And now his reputation is on the rise.
Please, Mom. Will you please help me and get between us? I want to start over with John. I really regret my two-timing.
Liar. You moron, girl. You're never going to regret it anyway. You just want to hurry up and move on because John is successful.
That's not true. I'm really sorry.
I can't let a pure boy like him get any closer to a dirty, filthy bitch.
Huh? A filthy bitch?
I'll never get in between you and him. In fact, I'll call him. I'll tell him that my filthy girl is trying to get back together, so to be careful.
You're kidding. Don't do anything unnecessary.
That's my line. John and I are both doing our best after you abandoned us. We're both making efforts in our own ways and making new paths. Don't you dare meddle in our lives now. I can't deal with you anymore. I'm going to block you now. Take care, Sarah. If you learned your lesson. According to the rumors I heard afterwards, Sarah paid her fiancé $1 million for the cancellation of the wedding and alimony. He's the only son of a very respectful family. I heard that they made her pay in one lump sum in cash, without allowing her to ask for payments in installments. And to pay for it, Sarah used up all her savings. She even got down on her knees to a consumer finance company to secure the money. Now, she is working at a strip club to pay back the money.
Her father is also helping her to pay off the debt. As for ex-boyfriend John, he is still very successful in his side business. He said that he has to be prepared for any betrayal. So he will continue to work as a businessman in his main job. I pray that he will meet someone wonderful in the future.